She was just walking to the fridge, a familiar path, the same hardwood floor she'd crossed 1,000 times, but this time her leg gave out, like someone had unplugged her muscles. Down she went, no warning, no dizziness, just gone. The bruises were bad, but what scared her more was the ER doctor's question. "Are you taking any vitamins?" She laughed. Of course she was. Everyone her age does. Calcium, vitamin D, a multivitamin for energy, the usual cocktail to protect her health. The doctor's face changed. He pulled up a chair and said something she never expected. "Some of those might be hurting your legs more than helping." And just like that, a lifetime of health advice began to unravel. Turns out, many seniors across America are unknowingly weakening their legs every single morning, starting their day with supplements that rob their muscles of strength, slow their reflexes, and make falls more likely. The worst part? It's not about overdosing. It's about 3 common vitamins that interact with aging muscles and medications in dangerous, often invisible ways. If you've ever felt your legs getting weaker, more wobbly, or noticed you're walking slower than before, it might not be just age. It might be something you're swallowing, and one of these vitamins is marketed as essential for people over 60. If this caught your attention, subscribe to the channel and comment below. Have you ever ignored a symptom like this? Let's keep going. Here's what most people don't know. As we age, our bodies don't process vitamins the same way. That means something that helped you in your 40s or 50s might actually harm you in your 60s or 70s, especially when it comes to leg strength. Take vitamin E, for example. Marketed as an antioxidant hero, it's found in nearly every heart health or anti-aging supplement. But here's the catch. High doses of vitamin E can interfere with muscle recovery, especially when taken daily over time. Studies have shown that excess vitamin E may disrupt muscle adaptation, meaning your legs become slower to regain strength after even minor exertion. That walk around the block climbing the stairs? Instead of rebuilding muscle, your body stays in repair mode, weak, sore, and vulnerable. Worse still, many seniors combine vitamin E with blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin. This interaction can increase the risk of internal bleeding in the muscles, leading to bruising, micro-tears, and longer healing times. If your legs feel sore for days after mild activity, or if bruises show up too easily, vitamin E might be playing a bigger role than you think. So, what can you do? Solution. First, check your supplement labels, especially multivitamins and longevity blends. If you're taking over 400 IU of vitamin E per day, talk to your doctor about cutting back. Practical tip. If you're looking for natural antioxidant protection without harming your muscle function, switch to whole foods like almonds, sunflower seeds, and spinach. These offer vitamin E in doses your body can handle safely. This is just one vitamin. There are 2 more that might be quietly draining your leg strength, and one of them is probably in your bone health supplement right now. Let's dig into the second one next. You've been told your whole life that calcium is essential for strong bones, and it's true, in the right balance. But here's what they rarely say out loud. Too much calcium, especially in supplement form, can actually weaken your legs. It's called calcium overload, and it's shockingly common in older adults, especially women over 60 who are told to double up for bone health. The problem? When your body has more calcium than it can absorb, the excess doesn't just float around harmlessly. It can calcify your soft tissues, including blood vessels and muscle fibers, leading to stiff, heavy legs that don't move the way they used to. Over time, this stiffness reduces range of motion, weakens reflexes, and increases the risk of imbalance and falls. Worse yet, excess calcium can block magnesium absorption, a critical mineral your muscles need to contract and relax properly. Without enough magnesium, your legs may cramp, twitch, or feel constantly fatigued. And here's the real kicker. Many calcium supplements contain calcium carbonate, the cheapest and least absorbable form, often paired with high doses of vitamin D3, which pushes even more calcium into the bloodstream. So what's the solution? Solution. Don't stop calcium altogether, but get tested first. Ask your doctor for a serum calcium and magnesium test to check your real levels. Most seniors don't need more than 500–700 ml of supplemental calcium per day, especially if they eat dairy or leafy greens. Practical tip: switch to calcium citrate, a more easily absorbed form that's gentler on your body. Better yet, spread your dose across 2 meals to avoid sudden spikes. You're not just strengthening bones, you're protecting your muscles and your balance. 2 vitamins down. 1 more to go, and it's the most surprising of all. Most seniors think it helps with energy, but in reality it could be silently shrinking your leg muscles. You started taking it for energy. Maybe your doctor recommended it, maybe a friend swore by it, and for a while it felt like it worked. We're talking about vitamin B6, often sold as part of a B complex or energy support supplement. But here's the alarming truth. Long-term use of high-dose vitamin B6 is linked to nerve damage, especially in older adults. And once those nerves are damaged, the first place it shows up? Your legs. Tingling, numbness, a strange buzzing in the feet, a heavy dragging sensation in the calves. These are signs of peripheral neuropathy, and vitamin B6 toxicity is a known, underdiagnosed cause. Here's why. Vitamin B6 is water-soluble, so people assume it's safe. But in high doses, typically above 100 mg per day, it can build up in the nervous system over time, and many seniors unknowingly exceed that amount with multiple supplements. Daily multivitamin, 50 mg. Energy booster B complex, another 100 mg. That one capsule in the morning is now silently chipping away at your nerves. The result: muscles don't receive the right signals. You lose coordination, strength fades, and even walking can become a challenge. Solution: check every label. If your total daily intake of vitamin B6 is over 50 mg, it's time to reassess. Most adults over 60 only need 1.5 mg per day. Yes, just 1.5. Practical tip: instead of relying on B6 for energy, look at root causes of fatigue like poor sleep, anemia, or low thyroid, and try food-based sources like chickpeas, salmon, and bananas for a safe, natural supply of B6. These 3 vitamins, E, calcium in excess, and B6, can quietly drain your strength, especially from the legs. But they're only part of the story. In the next chapter, we'll look at how common medications interact with these vitamins and why that can make their effects even worse. Imagine this: you're doing everything right, eating better, walking more, taking your supplements, and yet your legs feel weaker every month. What if the real issue isn't just the vitamin, but what they're mixing with? As we age, most of us are prescribed medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, heart rhythm, or diabetes. But here's the hidden danger. These medications can react with common vitamins, amplifying side effects, especially in your legs. Let's start with statins, drugs used to lower cholesterol. While they're effective, they're also known for a side effect called statin-induced myopathy. That's a fancy term for muscle pain, weakness, and damage. Now add high doses of vitamin E or B6 to the mix, and the problem worsens. These vitamins can further disrupt muscle repair and nerve signaling, making statin side effects more severe and persistent. Or consider blood pressure medications, particularly diuretics. They flush excess fluid from the body, but also strip out magnesium and potassium, which are essential for leg strength and nerve function. If you're also taking high calcium supplements, you create a perfect storm: stiff muscles, imbalanced electrolytes, and poor circulation. Even diabetes medications like metformin can cause gradual B12 deficiency, which affects leg strength and coordination. If you're focused on the energy boost from B6 and missing the bigger picture, you might be treating the wrong symptom altogether. Solution: create a supplement medication checklist. List every vitamin and prescription you take and bring it to your doctor or pharmacist. Ask them specifically about interactions affecting muscle or nerve health. Practical tip: once a year, request blood tests not just for cholesterol or sugar, but also for magnesium, B12, and vitamin D levels. These are key players in leg strength and mobility. In Chapter 6, we'll shift gears from the problem to rebuilding power. We'll show you how seniors across the US are naturally restoring leg strength by rethinking their nutrition and movement routine. Here's the good news. You can get your strength back. Leg weakness doesn't have to be permanent. Many older adults across the US are turning things around, not with more medications, not with new supplements, but by changing how they eat and move. Let's start with protein. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at using protein to build and maintain muscle. That means your legs need more protein, not less. But most seniors are falling short. Research shows that adults over 60 need around 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. That's often 70 to 90 grams daily for many. But breakfast for many older Americans is still toast and coffee. No protein in sight. Practical tip: add 20-30 grams of protein per meal. Try Greek yogurt with chia seeds for breakfast, eggs or a protein smoothie mid-morning, grilled chicken or beans at lunch, and salmon or lentils at dinner. But nutrition alone isn't enough. You also need to signal the body to grow muscle, and that means movement. Not long walks, not cardio, resistance. Leg muscles respond best to resistance training, even in small amounts. In one study, seniors who did just 15 minutes of bodyweight exercises 3 times per week saw measurable gains in leg strength in under 8 weeks. Practical tip: start with chair squats, heel raises, and wall sits. Use resistance bands if you can. Focus on slow, controlled movements, not speed. And here's the surprising part: many of these seniors were still on medications, still managing chronic conditions, still living with arthritis or stiffness. But they committed to one simple idea: I will not let age take my strength without a fight. In the next chapter, we'll reveal how you can design a simple daily plan to protect and rebuild your legs, step by step at home with no gym required. If you want to rebuild leg strength and stay independent, it's not about intensity, it's about consistency. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. What you need is a daily routine you can stick to, one that tells your muscles, stay active, stay strong. I still need you. Here's a simple, science-backed routine that's helped thousands of older adults restore balance, power, and confidence in their legs. Morning, 5 to 10 minutes. Wake up your legs, heel raises, 2 sets of 10-15 reps. Stand near a chair. Slowly rise onto your toes, hold for 2 seconds, lower down. Builds calf strength for balance and walking. Marching in place 2 minutes. Lift knees to hip level if possible. Warms up hip flexors and improves circulation. Ankle circles, 30 seconds each side. Boosts joint mobility and blood flow. Afternoon, 10 to 15 minutes. Build and protect chair squats, 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Sit and stand from a sturdy chair, keeping control. Strengthens thighs and glutes. Wall sit, hold for 15-30 seconds. Stand against a wall, slide down to a half squat. Builds endurance in leg muscles. Side leg raises, 10 reps per side. Helps with hip stability and reduces fall risk. Evening, 5 minutes. Recover and relax. Seated hamstring stretch. Gently extend one leg forward while sitting. Reach toward your toes. Foam roll or massage. Use a tennis ball or foam roller to ease muscle tension. Leg elevation, 5 minutes. Lie down. Raise your legs with pillows. Great for circulation and reducing swelling. Practical tip: set a timer on your phone for each session. Make it part of your routine, like brushing your teeth. Even 20 minutes a day can prevent the loss of leg muscle that leads to dependence and falls. In the next chapter, we'll uncover the mental barriers that stop many seniors from following through, and how to overcome them starting today. Let's be honest. One of the biggest reasons seniors lose leg strength has nothing to do with vitamins or age or even illness. It's this quiet, dangerous thought that slips into the mind. Maybe this is just what getting old feels like. That one sentence has kept millions of older adults stuck, sitting more, moving less, and losing muscle faster than they should. Yes, aging brings natural changes. But weakness, instability, and falling aren't inevitable. They're often signs of neglected strength, not just passing time. Here's the truth. Muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, can begin as early as your 50s. By 70, without resistance training or enough protein, it accelerates. But here's the key. It's reversible. You can regain strength at 60, 70, even 80. The barrier? Mindset. We see it in phrases like, "I don't want to hurt myself. I've never exercised before. It's too late to start. What's the point now?" But studies show that seniors who adopt a growth mindset, believing they can improve, make faster and longer-lasting gains in strength and mobility. Solution: replace "I'm too old" with "I'm just getting started." Even one extra squat, one longer walk, one healthier meal starts to shift your biology. Practical tip: keep a strength journal. Write down small wins: stood up without help, climbed stairs without holding the rail, did 10 heel raises. These tiny victories rewire your brain to expect progress, not decline. And surround yourself with reminders. Watch stories of active seniors, talk to a physical therapist, join a walking group, build belief into your daily routine, because your body listens to your mind. And if your mind says, "I'm not done yet," your legs will rise to meet that challenge. In our final chapter, we'll bring it all together: the vitamins to avoid, the habits to build, and how to protect your strength for the years ahead. You've come this far, which tells me one thing: you're serious about protecting your independence. So let's put everything together into one clear plan, because knowing what to avoid is just as important as knowing what to do. What to stop? High-dose vitamin E, especially above 400 IU daily. It may impair muscle recovery and increase bruising risk. Excess calcium, especially calcium carbonate, can stiffen soft tissue and block magnesium absorption. Vitamin B6 above 50 mg per day, known to cause nerve damage and leg weakness over time. And remember, it's not just about the dose, it's about the interactions with medications like statins, blood pressure pills, and diabetes drugs. Always review your full list of supplements with a doctor or pharmacist. What to start? Protein at every meal. Aim for 20 to 30 grams per meal, focusing on fish, eggs, legumes, Greek yogurt, or lean meat. Leg-focused resistance exercises. Chair squats, heel raises, wall sits. Just 15 to 20 minutes per day can reverse muscle loss. Daily movement routines. Morning warm-ups, midday strength, evening recovery. Consistency beats intensity. And perhaps most important of all, a new mindset. Replace fear with facts. Replace doubt with action. Replace "I'm too old" with "I'm in charge." What to expect? Within 2 to 4 weeks, you may feel more stable standing up and sitting down. In 6 to 8 weeks, walking longer distances becomes easier. By 12 weeks, you may see real muscle definition returning, proof that age is not a full stop but a comma. The leg strength you've lost, you can get it back. The balance you feared losing, you can restore it. And the confidence to live life on your terms. That's the most powerful vitamin of all. So take this roadmap, share it, print it, live it. And if this video helped you, subscribe, share it with a friend, and leave a comment below. I'm taking back my strength, starting today. You trust your doctor. You followed their advice for years. And in most cases, that guidance has helped you live longer, manage conditions, and stay healthy. But when it comes to age-related muscle loss, many seniors are never told the full story. Why? Because traditional checkups don't include muscle testing. Your doctor might monitor your heart, lungs, weight, and blood, but unless you bring it up, your muscle strength is rarely evaluated. So in fact, unless you fall or complain of weakness, no one's likely asking, "How strong are your legs today compared to last year?" That's a dangerous blind spot. The condition known as sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength, is now recognized as a major risk factor for falls, fractures, hospitalization, and even early death. But it still doesn't appear on most lab tests or checkup routines. And here's the kicker. Many older adults don't realize they're losing muscle until it's already affecting their balance, walking speed, or ability to get out of a chair. That's why you have to be your own advocate. Here's what you can do. Ask your doctor for a grip strength test, a quick, reliable measure of overall muscle health. Request a gait speed test. How fast you walk 4 meters is directly tied to fall risk. Talk to your provider about DEXA scans, which don't just measure bone density, but can also estimate lean muscle mass. And don't settle for "you're just getting older." Ask specific questions like, could my supplements be affecting my strength? What's the safest way to start resistance training at my age? How can I track improvements in my leg strength? Because here's the truth, muscle loss is common, but it's not inevitable. You deserve more than just prescriptions. You deserve a plan that helps you move with power, live with confidence, and age with strength. Your doctor may not always start the conversation, but now you can. And that might be the single most powerful decision you make this year.